Whoa, look at there. It's gonna go suave. What up, Gene? All right, folks. Welcome to Terra Fermata. A 3-band extravaganza tonight here on a weekend eve night in the garden. Oh boy, it's gonna be good. We're happy to get things warmed up here for these wonderful musicians that are gonna come up after us. We got Jeff Lloyd and his band, and Joe Marcinek and his band, and I tell you, it's gonna be some guitar hero time up in here in a little bit now. Yeah, love it. So until we get there, we're gonna do some good old bluegrass here for you now. But first, you know, Chaser, I don't know her. All right, we're gonna have us a little hoedown. Here's the Dixie hoedown. I'll do a little number here about one of our favorite places on the planet Earth. Just a few hours up the road at the Live Oak, Florida, the Spirit of the Swanee Music Park. That's right, always a good time there. You can feel the spirit there, I tell you, it's true. This one's called The Banks of the Old Swanee. With my friends along the banks of the old Swanee, I can hear the hound dogs howling in the moonlight. I can almost hear my sweetheart calling me. That's why I long to be back home in Dixie, with my friends along the banks of the old Swanee. Singing all day long. That's why I long to be back home in Dixie. You know that Southland, well, that's where I belong. I can hear the hound dogs howling in the moonlight. I can almost hear my sweetheart calling me. That's why I long to be back home in Dixie, with my friends along the banks of the old Swanee. I can almost hear my sweetheart calling me. That's why I long to be back home in Dixie, with my friends along the banks of the old Swanee, and my cabin on the banks of the old Swanee. Hey! All right. Chase it down. Yeah. All right, we're going to do one now. Song by the Dillards. You might know them as the Darlings. Remember them guys on the Andy Griffith Show? The Darlings. I do. Good old Doug and Rodney Dillard. One called Heartbreak Mountain. ship set sail with no sail. Well, I'm going up in Heartbreak Mountain, I'm going up in Heartbreak Hill. I'm going up in Heartbreak Mountain, 'cause I've lost my will to live. Nothing left to show. Well, I'm going up in Heartbreak Mountain, I'm going up in Heartbreak Hill. I'm going up in Heartbreak Mountain, 'cause I lost my will to live. I'm going up in Heartbreak Hill. I'm going up in Heartbreak Mountain, 'cause I've lost my will to live. Well, I've lost my will to Friends on the Dobro from Atlanta, Georgia. You might know him. Laying with us in the grass is dead, you know. Jared Womack, all the way down here from Atlanta. It's a good old good one called Salt Springs. Thank you so much. Salt Springs. Man, it'll make you thirsty, you know? right, here's a good old Larry Sparks number, one off the John Deere tractor album. You know, if you guys got that one in your collection. If you don't, you should have it. I'm going to send this one out to my good old buddy, Mikey Lipford. That's right. Hey! You know what I'm talking about. This is one of his favorite songs, and every time we'd get together in a Bluegrass jam session or a gig, and there were many, many times, every time he would say, and he was Canadian, he'd say, "Oh, Billy, play my tune." Because it was one of his favorites. And then after he had like 20 my tunes, I'd be like, "Which one, man?" So we're going to send this one out to him and my dad as well. I like to think they're partying together right now somewhere. Side of the mountain, always looking up toward the sky. They remind me of my mama and my papa, who lived there 80 years before they died. Now there's a bright moon shining in the valley. That old wagon leans against that hay. Two graves on the hillside by the cabin. My mom and dad are resting there today. Now there's a bright moon shining in the valley. That old wagon leans against that hay. Two graves on the hillside by the cabin. My mom and dad are resting there today. Talk about the young days when he and mama first settled there. Oh, they smoked up of the mountain and the peace that they shared together there. Now there's a bright moon shining in the valley. That old wagon leans against that hay. Two graves on the hillside by the cabin. My mom and dad are resting there today. Friends, we got Rex Putnam over here on the upright bass. Y'all may have seen him creeping around with Grandpa's cough medicine before, you know. Keeping the peace out there while disturbing it at the same time.
More like being the peace.
That's right. He is the peace. One big piece of Rex, well, I'll tell you. Sexy Rexy, we like to call him. And I tell you what, besides being one of the finest damn bass players in the land, he is a great singer and a wonderful human being, I tell you. So, I ain't telling no lies up here, man. It's all true, buddy. I love you. So we're going to do this one. It's about the nest, you know.
It's a whole 3-part story.
Yeah. The cuckoo's nest.
Yeah. I'll do that.
It's crazy.
One, two, three. can hear us.
right, that's the Panhandle Rag, man. How about these boys picking up here with us? We got Stevie Leonard on the 5-string banjo, Drew Matlich with the guitar from Nashville, North Carolina, and of course old Rex over here, Jared Womack. when I'm done, Mom.
Full cardio session out of that.
True Mathis, burning it up, man. All right, well, hey, you know, we've discovered that there's never a bad time for a John Hartford song. John Hartford, he kept it real, man. I'll tell you what, he was something else. One of my favorites. If you ever want to really get the gist of what I'm talking about, just YouTube John Hartford solo. And man, I'll tell you, he would dance, he would clog dance, play the banjo, and sing all at the same time, and it was insane. Hey Tony, got that banjo? It's called Old Time River Man. Where does an old time riverman go after he's passed away? And soul still keep watch on the beat for the rest of his weary days. Does he then come back like a channel cat for the wasp that lies on the wing? Birds that fly through the summer sky, just swimming under the field. Now where does an old-time pilot go after he stood his last watch? Does he fall by the ear on the man who's asleep, saying, hold her on that notch? Does he can't go sleep in the river beach, saying, son, I'm going to bed? And they light their pipes, go off in the night. Was that fireflies instead? side of town. As the song went on in the end of the song, at the strike that you hear, still afloat on an old steamboat after you've gone over here. After it's off the charts, does it hang around like a distant sun? Last year's broken hearts, does it then come back as a brand new track? Should have been your head, but it might be old, but it just went gold by the good old Grateful Dead. My old buddy Wally, he was a chief engineer on the Mississippi Queen for about 40 years. Love you, Wally. Thank you, friends. Thanks for coming out early tonight on a Thursday. Weekend Eve is what I like to call it, you know, Thursdays. Just sounds like a party, you know, getting ready for the weekend, right? We're going to do a tune that Stevie wrote here. And Steve's from Hershey, Pennsylvania, and he came down during COVID. He got stuck in my house for about a year. And we took him to some springs, and he just fell in love with that cool, magical water, you know? So he wrote a tune about one. Now this one's called Heart Springs. It's a happy sounding tune in the saddest key. We got a couple more friends. Thanks for listening. Thanks, Terra, Fermata. Get ready for Jeff Lord and then Joe Marcier. I'll tell you what now, it's about to get heavy duty with him here real soon. All right, Bluegrass. Here's a song about a bear and his tracks. That's right. Send this one out to my favorite bear, Chunk. coming up for her. Thank you so much, Terra Fermata.